A very good afternoon. You're watching CNN News 18. I'm Akanksha Swaroop. We are getting in breaking inputs on Pooja Khedkar. In fact, the UPSC has taken action. They have cancelled Pooja Khedkar's provisional candidature. She has been barred from future examinations and selections is what we are learning. The UPSC has also said that she has been found guilty of the CSE rules. UPSC is also admitting that there should have been greater scrutiny of the certificates of Pooja Khedkar. So clearly, Pooja Khedkar's troubles only brewing further. The UPSC is also alleging that Pooja Khedkar not only changed her name, but also her parents' name in the application, and that's why the system could not detect the entire malpractice because Pooja Khedkar's parents' names were also changed on that certificate. But as of now, we can confirm to you that the UPSC has barred Pooja Khedkar from any future examination. Let's quickly go across to Arunima, who's joining us live on the broadcast. Arunima, do share with us what have been the allegations of the UPSC and what has so far been discovered in the investigations conducted.
So if I take you back by 2-3 weeks, UPSC had sent a show cause notice to Pooja Khedkar asking her as to why she should not be sacked from her job. She was a probationary officer, which means she was not permanent. She was being asked to undergo training, and that provisional appointment that was offered to her by UPSC, that has been withdrawn. Essentially, it means is that UPSC was not satisfied with Pooja Khedkar's response to the show cause notice. UPSC in its own inquiry found her guilty of multiple malpractices, including trying to fake her certificates, trying to forge the medical certificate that was received by UPSC, her caste certificates. Also, apparently, she took multiple attempts, even though her caste certificate was fake. UPSC found that she took multiple attempts, and in each one of those attempts, violating the UPSC exam guidelines, she changed her name, her father's name, her mother's name, her phone number, email address, house address. All of that were allegedly faked in each attempt that she gave. So UPSC thought that this was something that could not be allowed. So it filed an FIR with the Delhi police, and in that Pooja is seeking anticipatory bail. But while that criminal investigation is on, UPSC has decided to go ahead and sack Pooja Khedkar, so she is no longer a probationary IAS officer.
At the same time, Arunima, would be interesting to also delve deeper into how the loopholes are now coming to the forefront, because remember, the UPSC is also saying that she managed to bluff the entire system because she had changed her parents' name, and that's why they could not detect that particular malpractice.
Yes, so the UPSC examination system is very clear. If you are a general category student, then you get a limited number of attempts. But if you are a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, or an OBC quota student, or if you are applying via any physical handicap, if you are saying that there is some disability under which category you are applying, then UPSC allows you that much more leeway. It turns out that in Pooja Khedkar's case, that leeway was exploited. UPSC in its inquiry found that she was not eligible for these leeways that she exploited, and that's why she has been asked to go. She has been terminated from her job. Soon after Pooja Khedkar's case came into limelight, a number of other civil servants who are either probationary officers or are already undergoing their posting, first posting, a number of such cases were highlighted. We have not heard whether UPSC has moved on those, and UPSC has a new chairperson from today. Former Health Secretary Preeti Sudhan has taken over. So it's literally hitting the ground running for her, because there is a huge question of credibility that UPSC is now facing. And after this action against Pooja Khedkar, I think step 2 would be to regain the confidence of UPSC aspirants as well as general public that this examination is foolproof, which selects the bureaucrats of this country. It has a solid system of scrutiny, and nobody can exploit the system like Pooja did.
You know, it's very interesting that you mentioned how her case has now raised questions about the credibility of the UPSC, which is why I want to ask you, now her side of the story is that this is a witch hunt which is being pursued not just by the UPSC but also the media also, because she filed a sexual harassment complaint against the Pune district collector. Having said that, does that also strengthen her own case and weakens the UPSC case?
See, she has the option now that UPSC has taken this decision. If she wants, she can go ahead and challenge it at the CAT forum. That is the administrative tribunal where she can go and challenge it. But earlier also she had taken that route, and the High Court had actually given an order in her favor after the CAT order was challenged by the UPSC itself. But this time around, there is media scrutiny, there is a huge hue and cry in the public domain. There is the Pune collector's report which has gone against her. UPSC says that they themselves have carried out an inquiry and found that, you know, she is guilty of all the allegations made. There is a police case going on against her as well. So for now, it looks like things will not be easy for Pooja Khedkar. First thing first, she'll have to ensure that she's not arrested by Delhi police, hence the requirement for anticipatory bail, and that is still sub judice. Once that is over, she might try and get her job back, but from the top government, union government level, we have learned that there is enough evidence and it will be very difficult for her to convince the government otherwise.
Absolutely, and the need for custodial interrogation, because that is the need that the Delhi police and the UPSC both have been emphasizing on. They've said that she's breached the integrity of the entire system, which is what makes it even more important that custodial interrogation be granted.
Because see, this is not just about her. Who granted her the fake medical certificate? Who granted her the fake caste certificate? Were they aware of the malpractice that she was following? Were they also knowingly part of this alleged criminal conspiracy? Where others, like for example, we are told that she repeatedly refused to go to All India Institute of Medical Sciences to get herself checked. So was that deliberately overlooked by someone? There are larger questions about systemic failures here, not limited to Pooja Khedkar alone. Did her father play a role? Did her mother play a role in all of this? Police, after filing this FIR for cheating, for forgery and for other sections of criminal conspiracy, wants to find out who all were part of this alleged conspiracy, and for that they claim custodial interrogation is required.
Also, is it now equally imperative upon the Delhi High Court to also uphold the UPSC decision? Because remember, the other argument that Pooja Khedkar has been making is that the court has not barred her from giving another attempt, and henceforth she can do so.
See, that's the crux of it. Why has the court not barred her? Because the court was not aware that she was a general category student who was faking her caste certificates, who were faking her disability certificates and misusing the election guidelines under UPSC. The court was not apprised of all of this because UPSC had at that point not cited these alleged fake certificates. It's only now that UPSC says they've carried out a full inquiry of their own and come to the conclusion that the very premise based on which Pooja Khedkar was given this job and she was treated as a candidate who had disabilities, both physical and mental, and that she was not from the general category. All of this was not put before the High Court earlier by the UPSC. Now that it has carried out its own inquiry and it has asked Delhi police to register an FIR, police is doing its own investigation. UPSC feels it has done its own inquiry properly, so they can apprise the High Court, and then it will be interesting to note whether Pooja Khedkar gets a favourable order from the judiciary.
Right. Many thanks to you, Arunima, for bringing in all those extensive inputs on that news story. We'll keep tracking as and when more development happens on that news story. But